Hey everyone, welcome back to English Between Us. I'm Andy.
And I'm Erika. Happy almost New Year, everyone.
I can't believe it's already the end of the year. Time flies, doesn't it?
Tell me about it. You know what's funny? I was looking at my calendar this morning and I realized I made New Year's resolutions last year that I completely forgot about.
Really? What were they?
Oh, the usual stuff. Go to the gym more, read more books, learn to cook healthy meals. I think I lasted about 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks. That's too much for me. I usually give up by January 3rd.
Seriously?
I'm exaggerating a little, but yeah, I'm terrible at keeping resolutions. I always start with these huge goals like, I'm going to exercise every single day, or I'm going to become fluent in Spanish this year.
That's the problem right there. The goals are too big, too unrealistic.
Exactly. And then when you don't achieve them, you feel like a failure.
I know, right? But people love making New Year's resolutions anyway. There's something about a fresh start that feels motivating.
Actually, that's kind of funny because that's what we're talking about today, right?
Yes! Today we're talking about the new year, how to talk about New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, resolutions, plans, and all those conversations that happen this time of year.
And this is super practical because New Year is a huge topic for small talk in English-speaking countries. People always ask, what are you doing for New Year's? Or, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Exactly. And even if you don't celebrate New Year in a big way, you'll still hear people talking about it everywhere, at work, at coffee shops, at parties.
So here's a question for everyone listening. Do you make New Year's resolutions? And if you do you actually keep them? Think about that while you listen, because we're going to give you all the phrases you need to talk about the new year in English.
Whether you love New Year's celebrations or you think they're overrated, this episode will help you have natural conversations about this topic.
Let's dive in.
All right, let's start with some essential New Year vocabulary.
First, and most important, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. New Year's Eve is December 31st, the last day of the year. New Year's Day is January 1st, the first day of the new year.
Right. And in many English-speaking countries, New Year's Eve is the big celebration night. People have parties, go out with friends, and stay up until midnight.
Do you usually do anything special for New Year's Eve?
It depends on the year. Sometimes I go to a party, sometimes I just stay home and watch the ball drop on TV. What about you?
I used to go out to big parties, but now I prefer something quieter. Maybe dinner with close friends and then home by midnight.
Really? Even when you were younger, you didn't like the big parties?
I did when I was in my 20s, but now that's too much chaos for me. I like to start the year relaxed, not exhausted.
I totally get that. Okay, next word, countdown. A countdown is when you count backwards to 0. At midnight on New Year's Eve, people do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7.
And then everyone shouts Happy New Year when it hits midnight.
Exactly. In Times Square in New York, they have a famous ball drop and countdown that millions of people watch.
Have you ever been to Times Square for New Year's?
No way. I've heard it's incredibly crowded and you have to stand there for hours. That sounds like my worst nightmare.
Same here. I'd rather watch it on TV from my couch with snacks.
You know what's funny? We're both kind of introverts about New Year's celebrations.
True. All right, next word, resolution. A New Year's resolution is a promise you make to yourself to do something different or better in the new year.
Common resolutions include exercise more, eat healthier, save money, learn a new skill, quit smoking, spend more time with family.
And most people break their resolutions by February.
That's so true. I read somewhere that only about 10% of people actually keep their New Year's resolutions all year.
Huh, that's a low number. But it makes sense. People set these huge, vague goals that are hard to measure or maintain.
Another important phrase, fresh start. The new year represents a fresh start, a chance to begin again and try new things.
Yeah, people say things like, New Year, New Me, which basically means, I'm going to change and improve myself this year.
Do you believe in that, the whole new year, new me thing?
Not really. I think you can start fresh any day of the year, not just January 1st. But I understand why people like it. It's symbolic.
I agree. It's more about the mindset than the actual date.
Let's talk about celebrate. To celebrate means to do something special to mark an important occasion. How do you celebrate New Year? Or, we're celebrating with a small party.
And you can celebrate in different ways. Big party, quiet dinner, traveling somewhere special, or even just staying home and relaxing.
Next word, fireworks. Fireworks are those colorful explosions in the sky that you see at celebrations. Many cities have fireworks displays at midnight on New Year's Eve.
I love fireworks. There's something magical about them, especially at midnight.
I like them too, but I hate the noise. My dog gets terrified every New Year's Eve.
Oh no, that's the worst. A lot of pets are scared of fireworks.
Another useful phrase, ring in the new year. This means to celebrate the arrival of the new year. We're ringing in the new year with champagne and friends.
That's a nice expression, very festive. You can also say bring in the new year. Same meaning.
And here's one more, make a toast. A toast is when you raise your glass and say something nice before drinking together. At midnight, people make toasts like, here's to a great new year, or cheers to health and happiness.
I love that tradition. It feels warm and hopeful.
You know what I mean? Even if you're not a big New Year's person, there's something nice about wishing good things for everyone.
Exactly.
Now let's practice some common questions and answers about the new year.
The most common question is, what are you doing for New Year's? Or do you have any plans for New Year's Eve?
Let's do a quick role play.
Hey, Andy, do you have any plans for New Year's Eve?
Yeah, actually. I'm going to a small dinner party at my friend's house. Nothing too crazy. What about you?
I'm still deciding. I might go to a rooftop party downtown, or I might just stay home and watch movies.
A rooftop party sounds fun, but staying home sounds pretty good too.
See, that was natural. He asked what I'm doing, I gave my answer and asked back. You can also say, I haven't decided yet, or I don't have any plans yet.
Another way to ask is, how do you usually celebrate New Year? This is asking about traditions, not just this year's plan.
Good point. Let me try that. Andy, how do you usually celebrate New Year?
Well, I used to go to big parties, but these days I prefer something quieter. Usually just dinner with close friends and champagne at midnight. You?
I like to be with family. We have a big dinner on New Year's Eve, and then we stay up to watch the fireworks.
That sounds nice.
See how we shared our traditions? You can also talk about New Year's resolutions with questions like, do you make New Year's resolutions? Or what's your resolution this year?
Let's practice that. Erika, do you make New Year's resolutions?
Sometimes. This year I'm trying to be more consistent with exercising. I always start strong and then stop after a few weeks.
I know, right? Same here. My resolution is to read more books. I want to read at least one book a month.
That's a good goal, specific and realistic.
Notice how we were honest about past failures but still hopeful about this year. That's a very common way people talk about resolutions.
You can also say, I don't make resolutions anymore, or I gave up on resolutions. Both are totally fine answers. Let's talk about some expressions you'll hear around New Year's time.
First one, out with the old, in with the new. What does that mean?
It means you're letting go of the past and welcoming new things. It's about leaving behind what didn't work and starting fresh.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. I'm cleaning out my closet and getting rid of clothes I never wear. Out with the old, in with the new.
Perfect. That's the spirit of New Year, renewal and change.
Another one, turn over a new leaf. This means to make a fresh start and change your behavior for the better.
Like, I've been eating junk food all year, but in the new year, I'm going to turn over a new leaf and eat healthier.
Exactly. Is very similar to fresh start, but it's a nice idiom that sounds natural.
Here's one that's kind of funny. The same old, same old. What does that mean?
It means nothing has changed. Everything is the same as before. Like, how was your holiday? Oh, you know, the same old, same old.
So it's the opposite of New Year, new me. It's more like New Year, same me.
Exactly. And honestly, that's most people's reality. We don't completely transform just because the calendar changes.
You know what's interesting? We have all these hopeful expressions about change, but we also have realistic ones about staying the same.
That's so true. One more expression, Auld Lang Syne. This is a Scottish phrase that basically means old times or days gone by.
And there's a famous song called Auld Lang Syne that people sing at midnight on New Year's Eve. It's about remembering old friends and good times.
I love that song, even though I never fully understand the lyrics.
Same. It's one of those traditions that feels meaningful even if you don't know exactly what you're singing. Scenario 1. Making New Year's plans. Let's practice some conversations. Let's pretend we're friends trying to decide what to do for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So, Erika, New Year's Eve is coming up. Have you thought about what you want to do?
Not really. I've been so busy with work that I haven't made any plans yet. What about you?
Same here. I was thinking maybe we could do something together. A few of us could get dinner and then go to that rooftop bar downtown to watch the fireworks.
That sounds fun. Who else is coming?
So far, just Emma and David, but I'm going to ask a few more people.
Count me in. Should I bring anything?
Just yourself. Oh, and maybe dress warm. It's going to be cold on the rooftop.
Good point. What time should we meet?
Let's say 8 p.m. for dinner, and then we can head to the rooftop around 11.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. It'll be fun to ring in the new year together. See how natural that was? We made plans, asked practical questions, and used phrases like count me in and ring in the new year.
And notice we talked about logistics. Time, what to bring, who else is coming. That's very realistic. Now let's pretend it's January 1st and we're talking about how we celebrate it. Hey, Andy, Happy New Year. How was your New Year's Eve?
Happy New Year. It was great, actually. We went to that party I told you about. The fireworks were amazing. How about yours?
It was good. I ended up staying home with my family. We had a nice dinner and watched the countdown on TV.
That sounds relaxing. Did you stay up until midnight?
Of course. We made a toast at midnight and then I went straight to bed. I'm too old for staying up late anymore.
I know, right? I got home around 1 a.m. and I'm exhausted today.
Same. I always forget how tiring New Year's Eve is.
Did you make any resolutions?
Yeah, I'm going to try to read more this year. What about you?
I want to be more organized and less stressed. We'll see how long that lasts.
Well, good luck. Here's to a good year ahead.
Cheers to that.
Perfect. That's a typical day after conversation, sharing how it went, talking about being tired, and wishing each other well.
Let's do one more. This time, let's pretend we're coworkers chatting in the break room in early January. Hey, Erika. How was your holiday break?
It was nice and relaxing. I really needed the time off. How about yours?
Same here. It was good to recharge. So, did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at time management. I always feel so overwhelmed with everything I have to do.
Tell me about it. That's actually one of mine, too. I want to prioritize better and not overcommit to things.
That's a good one. I always say yes to everything and then regret it later.
Exactly. So this year, I'm practicing saying no when I need to.
That's smart. What else are you working on?
I also want to take more breaks during the day. I realized I was working non-stop and burning out.
Good for you. Self-care is important. What about you? Any other goals?
I want to learn something new. Maybe take a cooking class or finally learn how to play guitar.
That sounds fun. Let me know if you actually do it. Maybe I'll join you.
Deal.
See how we talked about realistic, relatable resolutions, work-life balance, time management, learning new things.
And we encouraged each other without being preachy or judgmental. That's how real conversations about resolutions sound.
So, how can you use New Year as a small talk topic?
It's super easy. In late December and early January, you can ask almost anyone, "What are you doing for New Year's?" or "How was your New Year?"
And these questions work with coworkers, friends, acquaintances, even people you just met.
Right. New Year is a safe, universal topic. Almost everyone has something to say about it.
You agree and then add something, right? For example,
Person A, "I'm just staying home and relaxing this year."
person B, that sounds nice. I'm doing the same. I'm too tired for big parties.
See how that works? You validate their answer and share your own experience.
Another small talk tip. If someone says they're making a resolution, ask about it. What's your resolution? Or, that's great. How are you planning to stick to it?
But don't be judgmental if they say they don't make resolutions. Some people think they're pointless, and that's totally fine.
Exactly. You can just say, yeah, I get that, or that makes sense.
Think about it for a second. New Year conversations are perfect for practicing English because they're short, positive, and easy to navigate.
And you can use them to connect with people, show interest, and practice your speaking skills all at once.
We've been talking for a while now about the new year, how to celebrate it, how to talk about it, and how to use it in small talk.
We covered vocabulary like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, countdown, resolution, fresh start, celebrate, fireworks, ring in the new year, and make a toast.
We practiced questions like, what are you doing for New Year's? And, do you make New Year's resolutions? Plus expressions like out with the old, in with the new, and turn over a new leaf.
And we did some realistic role plays, making plans, talking about how celebrations went, and sharing resolutions with coworkers.
Remember, you don't need perfect grammar or huge vocabulary to talk about the new year. Just use simple phrases and be genuine.
Mistakes are how we learn. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Focus on communicating and connecting with people.
Just pick one or two phrases from today. Maybe practice asking, what are you doing for New Year's? Or saying, Happy New Year. I hope this year brings you good things.
And here's your homework for this week. Try to have one conversation in English about the new year. It can be online, with a language partner, or even just practicing out loud by yourself.
Leave us a comment and tell us, what's one thing you want to achieve or experience in the new year? And do you make New Year's resolutions, or do you think they're overrated?
We love reading your comments, and it's always interesting to hear different perspectives from around the world.
If you enjoyed this episode and want more real English conversations to help you practice, like this video, subscribe to English Between Us, turn on the bell so you get notified when we post new lessons.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and whether you're celebrating big or keeping it quiet, we hope your new year is filled with progress, happiness, and lots of English practice.
Every conversation is progress, even if it's short or imperfect.
Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.